My foster mother sold me to an old alpha for money. On our wedding night, he was poisoned and the entire pack blamed me. But the truth was far more shocking. The slap came out of nowhere loud, sharp and stinging like fire. My head snapped to the side, my lips bursting open in a rush of blood. I staggered back, my vision blurry from the hit. Agnes didn't even flinch. She grabbed my hair, yanking my head back so hard I thought my neck might snap. You ungrateful little brat, she spat, her voice venomous. I raised you, fed you after your useless father died, and this is how you repay me. I could barely breathe, my heart pounding against my ribs. Blood dripped from my split lip, but I didn't the dear wipe it away. Her grip tightened in my hair, pulling me to my knees. I've done my part. You think you were going off to that fancy university, huh? With your little scholarship and plans to work part-time? You were gonna make something of yourself? I gasped for air, trying to push words past the lump in my throat. Please, Agnes, don't sell me. I will pay you back, just on it. She yanked harder, dragging me across the floor until I was staring up at her. I'm done, girl. You think you can escape? Number you. Worth a hell of a lot more to me dead or alive. A large sum too. Lucian Blackthorn will pay for you, and you will shut up and do what you were told. Or I'll make sure you never see the light of day again. I knew she wouldn't listen, then the front door creaked open. I didn't need to turn around to know who it was, Lucian Blackthorn. The old alpha, thrice my age. Is she ready? His voice was low, rough, carrying a weight that made my stomach churn. She's ready, Agnes said quickly, all but shoving me toward him. A bit stubborn, but you will break her in. Lucian's dark eyes scanned me from head to toe, and I felt stripped bare under his gaze. I wanted to scream, to run, to fight, but one look from him froze me in place. I knew what would happen if I refused. Agnes had made it clear, say goodbye to your old life, Agnes said with a smirk, her voice dripping with false sweetness. The carriage ride to Lucian's estate was silent. He didn't speak, and I didn't dare. The heavy gold band on my finger felt like a shackle, a cruel reminder that I was now his property. The estate loomed ahead, a massive stone fortress surrounded by dense forest. It was beautiful in a cold, forbidding way. Dawn, to think about running? Lucian said suddenly, his voice breaking the silence. The woods aren't kind to little lambs like you. I nodded, my throat too tight to speak. The wedding had been a mockery, a few witnesses, a rushed ceremony, and a vow I didn't mean. Now, as the night fell, the reality of my situation settled over me like a suffocating weight. Asterisk, 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 I was alone in the grand bedroom, the walls lined with dark wood and heavy curtains. The bed, a monstrosity of carved mahogany, stood in the center, its silk sheets untouched. I sat on the edge, my hands trembling in my lap. What now? The door creaked open, and there he was, Lucian. My breath hitched and panic set in as every muscle in my body went on high alert. Then the worst happened. He grabbed my arm roughly, pulling me toward him with a force that made me stumble. My body reacted on its own, trying to escape, but he was stronger. Please, no. But his hands were everywhere, ripping at my clothes, pulling me closer. I felt sick. My pulse raced, my vision blurring, but before he could do more, his phone rang. He shoved me away in a fit of frustration.